guys, how's it going? So I don't know why, but I have been in such a tag mood lately. I've been watching a ton of people's tags, and I realized that I haven't actually done a tag since my AuthorTube newbie tag a couple months ago. So I'm gonna do a tag. My next video will probably also be a tag, but one step at a time. Today I am doing the fantasy fun tag created by Vanessa at A World of Words. As always, I will link the original video down below and all of the questions. But I love fantasy, I love fun, so let's do this. Question number 1. What fantasy series would you want to be a part of? You would be yourself, but a character in the series. Whether you survive would depend on your own abilities or abilities you could potentially learn in that world. See, this is tough because most fantasy worlds are kind of horrible. People are always dying and the world is usually under some big threat of something destroying the whole world. So I think I would go with The Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, and I would live in the Shire because I could really relate to the hobbits. I like staying in my own little comfortable corner of the world, and I'm not a big fan of traveling, and I can have just as much fun and adventure staying right here where I'm happy and comfortable. And the Shire is friggin' beautiful, and hobbits are just so much fun. I don't like that they sometimes seem to just barge into each other's houses. I don't like people showing up unannounced, but I'm sure I would deal with it. And I feel like not a lot of horrible things happen in the Shire. Like, you're kind of secluded and safe from all of the horrible war that's going on. So I would live in Middle Earth, but specifically the Shire. Question number 2. What type of fantasy being would you want to be? You could be a human-like one, elf, shadowhunter, wizard, or a mythological creature like a dragon or unicorn. I guess I would be a hobbit, because then I would fit into the Shire much better, and then I wouldn't be hitting my head on the ceiling of my house. And hobbits are really cute. I don't think I would mind being short. And if my feet were that hairy, I wouldn't have to wear socks because my feet wouldn't get nearly as cold, and that would be kind of cool. So I would be a hobbit. Question number 3. Living your everyday life, would you rather have magical powers or have a mythological creature for a pet / best friend? For example, have a dragon you could ride around. It would really depend too much on exactly what magic system it was, because I'd want to be able to have magic powers that were useful but didn't have a high cost and didn't have a lot of negative consequences and was still like relatively easy to do. And I'm not willing to take that gamble, so I would say mythological creature as a pet or best friend, probably a pet. I love pets. And I think that would just be super cool. I don't know what kind I would want as a pet. Maybe like a little baby dragon, that would be cute. Or even just like a little like monster guy, like that would be great. So yeah, mythological creature as a pet. Question number 4. Who is your favorite fictional dragon? I really don't read a lot of books that have dragons in them that are like prominent characters. The first one I can think of is Smaug. So I think I'm gonna go with him. Question number 5. What is your favorite fantasy movie? This also includes movies where modern day people end up in fantasy worlds. Definitely Labyrinth. I love David Bowie, and that movie is just so fun, and I love it so much, and it always has a special place in my heart. I love the characters. I obviously love David Bowie. I love the soundtrack. Labyrinth. Question 6. If you could pull any character out of a fantasy series to live in the normal world as your friend, love interest, who knows, who would you choose? Note, this means they would no longer be in their birth world, so think about what that might mean. Oh, the consequences. I really don't know, because I feel like so many of the characters that I like play some important role, even if it's like a minor role that leads to somebody else doing something big. So I can't think of one that I could pull without having bad consequences. Maybe I would pull out like a villain that would like leave their world, but one that could be easily defeated in our world with our technology. But depending on how much magic they have, we don't really know how to magic-proof things in our world. Okay, I've been staring at my bookshelf for a while now, and I really can't think of one. So maybe I'd pick like a random muggle that walks by Harry Potter at one point and drop them into our world, because I feel like that wouldn't be bad for them because it's the same world, and that probably wouldn't have consequences. So Joe Schmo that Harry Potter walks past at some point. And finally, question 7. If you could make a supporting character in any fantasy series the protagonist of that series, who would you make the new star? I'm gonna go with Sazed, I think that's how you pronounce it, from the Mistborn series, because first of all, I just finished that series. Ripley, you're jumping a lot. First of all, because I just finished that series, so it's really fresh in my head, and I have not stopped thinking about it. And he was just one of my favorite characters. I loved every single scene he was in. I just thought he was so fun and fascinating, and he still has like enough important parts that he could still be the protagonist and you would still get enough of the story. So I would go with him. So that is the end of the tag. I hope you guys had fun. I had fun making it, even though some of the questions were a little bit rough. Ripley's, why are you chasing your tail on top of my bookshelf? Let me know down below what you guys would have picked for question 6 about what character you would pull out of their world and bring into ours, because I have no idea. Also, don't forget that if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button so I know, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday, usually reading or writing related. And I started using Twitter, so follow me on Twitter because I would like more people to follow and more friends and all that great stuff. I mostly use it to rant about books or my writing or post pictures of my cats, so quality content. So that's all for today. I hope I see you guys next time, and until then, have a great day. Bye!